Money. Welcome to the project. If it's TDP, you can bet it's must-see TV. Real talk, having real talks with the TBE. The best ever, letting me be me. We be always busy and they hate that. They gotta see Miggy in his Maybach. Hater couldn't hit me till they listen to a playback. What I owe you, cause like really this the payback. No Diddy, take that. See in profit, we could pop it till it's over. See the vision can't be cropped unless I'm chopping it through Nova. Kato jumping in and out of pocket like a soldier. Cause like really to touch every single topic is a project. Let me show you. Up to something like my hand on a cannon. Push a button like I'm Lando or Landon. Climbing up the charts, how you smart but you can't understand it. You will never see us famished, so vanish, for real. Welcome to the project.
So this one's gonna be a little bit different, but it's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold up.
I had a dentist come to the crib. I got my wisdom teeth removed. So, you know, I kind of feel a little bit different, but this is one of them interviews that I was pushing for to try to make happen for quite a while, because the one thing that's happened since I started podcasting is I am absolutely more in love than I ever have been with boxing.
Hey.
Right? So I met Richardson Hitchins, last name, at the KFC. We exchanged phone numbers, all right? And I said, yo, next time you're in town, make sure. I was like, nah, matter of fact, I'm gonna fly you out. We're gonna make sure we make this interview happen because we got a Brooklyn guy, somebody that could really, really talk phenomenal shit. Like I'm sitting there watching his interviews. I'm like, he's just good at what he does. You know what I'm saying? So what's good, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome to the Danza Project.
Yes, sir. I've been seeing your stuff for some minute too, so it was an honor for me to come on here, you know, just to get the love.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Feel me?
We're going to make it happen right here. We're going to talk some shit today. Kato, what's good? How you feeling?
Man, it's another Friday. You already know what time it is. Best day of the week. Time to get into it. I just hope this weather holds up. That's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah, actually,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I hope you get your mind right because it's actually Saturday, my boy, so pay attention. Don't get lost up here. Anyway, what I was, just cut him out. Don't worry, that's what the editing process is about. But anyways, don't worry because it's actually Saturday, my boy, so pay attention, you know what I mean? You ain't even awake today, you know what I mean? But you've had, in my opinion, one of the most underrated climbs in boxing, right? Take us back to Crown Heights and talk to us about that.
My come up in boxing, it was different from, you know, a lot of my peers and the guys that you see now, especially with guys like, you know, Shakur and Tank and the Teofimos. All of us are guys that kind of came up. I'm from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York, to be exact. What really took my career off was going to the 2016 Olympics. From there, I signed with Floyd Mayweather. That was supposed to be the pivotal moment in my life where I thought I was going to skyrocket. You know, maybe 2-3 years into my professional career, I seen myself winning a world championship. It didn't work out like that. I don't want to take anything away from Floyd and be like, oh, he didn't do shit for me. Or no, he got my career to a certain point where, you know, it needed to get through. Yeah. But once it got there, my career started slowing down. Then, you know, I was fighting tough fights. And, you know, guys like Shakur, Edgar Berlanga, they're fighting guys that's not even the competition I'm fighting. They getting way more money than me. So I made the big choice for my career, and I signed with Eddie Hearn. When I signed with Eddie Hearn, and my manager, Keith Connolly. And Keith Connolly told me, in 2 years, you're going to be a world champion and I'm going to make you a millionaire. Ooh. 2 years later, that was exactly what he did. Wow. And I couldn't believe when he said it, but once the opportunity started coming, it started coming into fruition. Yeah.
What flipped the switch for you in your come up that was just like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is who Hitchins is. You know what I mean?
A flip. This is what flipped my career. Coming up, you know, I was getting into fights, especially back in boxing. If y'all remember, back in the days, they had Showbox. They had Showtime and Showbox. I remember I fought Showbox. That was my first TV fight. I was like, okay, now I'm a fight. Then I went from Showbox to Showtime. So that's like you get into the big leagues now. Then once I got to Showtime, I remember fighting in Arizona the week before Javante fought Rolly Romero. I fought in Arizona on Benavídez undercard, and it was a slap in my face because I'm like, if you're trying to build a star that's from Brooklyn and it's one of you guys' stars, which is Javante, because he was signed with Mayweather Promotions he was my stablemate. So it's like, why not put me on his undercard? They put me in Arizona. So I was like, I need to get out this contract. So that flipped me. It was like, I need to get a manager. I need to start bringing structure to my career. And then
Get this business going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I had to leave Floyd. That was a real important decision for me.
Yeah.
Leaving with Floyd, you feel me?
Of course.
At this stage of your career, what do you think you're doing most? Are you chasing belts? Is this for legacy? Is it for respect? What do you feel like you're chasing most? Because you're 20-0 now. You know what I mean? You got 8 knockouts, right? You just came out of a phenomenal win, putting Cambosos down with a body shot, right? So, like, what do you feel like you want now?
I think with me, it's about showing the people that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. I've been saying this for so long. They give the praises to Teofimo, the Shakur Stevensons, and all the other guys that's around my age group. I feel like I'm just as talented as them, if not even better. So I feel like I just want to show that I belong on a Shakur Stevenson level. I belong on a Tank Davis level. So it's just about proving to the world, because I already know what I could do. So just like my last fight, Judge Cambosos sat across the table from me. He was like, you ain't on Teofimo level. You ain't on Devin Haney level. And I went out there and I annihilated him way worse than the guys that he fought. And he was kind of boasting him up. Like, I fought the best of the best. And I was telling him they're nowhere near my level. And I said it and I meant it. So I think it's just about showing them step by step that I am who I say I am.
Yeah.
Really am.
And I think that that's something that bothers me when I look at the sport. I'm sitting there, I think about it, I'm like, you know what? I listen to a lot of what you say about how you analyze the game, and you know a little bit more than most, right? I analyze it just like I analyze everything else in life.
Right.
I see the people that are really going out there and putting an effort forth and taking on all the challenges in life, whether that be in business, I don't care if it's football, boxing, basketball, baseball, the people who are actually taking on the most difficult challenges and who ain't afraid of them. And I look at a fighter like yourself and I say, he deserves more of the limelight, more of the respect out there, but they're giving it to the people that are loud on social media. You know what I mean? That have the wild stories that are going around. You know what I mean? When they see somebody with the skill, they're not turning the cameras on them as much. Does that bother you?
Yeah, because you look at me, you look at my career. I fought Liam Parrow, a guy that just came off the biggest win in the division. He beat Subriel Matías. A lot of boxing world, a lot of people know about Subriel Matías. A lot of people don't. Mm-hmm. He beat Matías in his hometown in Puerto Rico. I came back, I want to say 6 months later, and fought Liam Parrow, undefeated world champion. And back in Puerto Rico as the underdog. Everybody thought I was going to lose. The promotional company thought I was going to lose. Everybody thought I was going to lose. Mm-hmm. And I went out there and annihilated and dominated him. So I think from that win alone, that was supposed to show the boxing world, like, come on, start talking about me. Because I did this without the same experience as all the other guys that was coming up with me. Mm-hmm. I wasn't fighting as frequently. I was on a big stage. And when I got my opportunity, I dominated a guy that was not, he was just not another fighter. He was a undefeated world champion.
Right.
So I feel like it bothers me. You got guys like Ryan Garcia, that guys they hype up. He ain't fight nobody but Tank and Devin. And I feel like, yeah, those are big names, but I feel like
should be more.
I feel like they was hyping his name up before he even got in the ring with them guys. Yeah. And the same thing as Rolly and just a lot of guys that's at the top of boxing. I feel like they hype their name up, but if they hyping them guys' name up, they should put my name up there. But like I said, when I talk my shit, I really mean what I say. I don't just pop my shit and be like, oh, like I'm just doing it for social media. I really think I'm better than these boys. Like it's for a fact. So I'm just waiting for my time. I want Devin Haney. That's like one of the main people I want.
Yeah. And we've had Devin Haney up here. We've had Bill Haney up here. So, he's a friend of the show. But the way it is, right, is does he want to fight? And I definitely look at Devin as one of the guys that will sit there and take the fight. He's one of the guys that I consider that isn't afraid of taking on challenges. But for some reason, it seems like there's a little bit of a disconnect here.
No, Devin has another. He's in another chapter in his career. He's in another weight class. He already won all the belts. He's looking to make big fights happen, make the big money fights. I think that I'm definitely behind the 8 ball, so I need to catch up. I have unfinished business at 140, and this is me talking realistically. You know what I'm saying? I would go up to 147 to fight Devin Haney if it made sense, because at this level, nobody gonna turn down no fights, especially with the money they put in front of fighters when you get to this level. But I just feel like I don't think Devin don't want to fight personally, but I think he know what's in front of him when he get in the ring with me. I don't think Devin ever fought nobody with the skills that I had. Like, I feel like I'm one of the most skilled fighters in the sport of boxing. I feel like when it comes skill for skill, like, I'm not trying to like redo the, you know, when Tank was in an interview saying, "Oh, it was an interview with Tank was talking about his skills." Like, I really believe like I'm an all around fighter. So I just feel like I need a guy like Devin Haney. I need a guy like Teofimo Lopez to prove to the boxing world like I am who I say I am. And you know, George Cambosos was a little example, but I want the real names. So
like to be put on the shelf with those guys, so to speak, is it about fighting more guys that are as good, if not better, to prove yourself, or is it about making more noise so we could promote and sell and click and views and that?
Yeah, making more noise. You know what I'm saying? Just keep popping my shit
and backing it up.
Because I mean, the world gonna watch. Nobody want to see a guy that. Everybody want to see a guy that talks shit and see what they gonna do after. You feel me?
People want to see you lose too. Yeah.
So
I don't like him. I saw that interview. I heard what he said. He disrespected it. People get real passionate.
Yeah, they get real mad. They be going in their wallets. They say, I'm going right down to that stadium. That boy talking too much. They'll spend their last dollars on that. So I love the talking shit part, because that's like the fun of it to me. Even in the gym, I'm naturally, and when it comes to boxing, I pop hella shit. And
you talk shit during fights?
In fights. I was talking shit in the ring with Cambosos. I told his dad in the middle of the ring, stop the fight. I'm about to kill your son.
I'm telling you, get your boy out.
So that's something I like to do. So
I mean, it's different when you can back it up.
Yeah.
You know, if you just over there chopping just to chop, it's like, all right, shut up.
You know when that shit clicked to me? It is a fighter, he's from Brooklyn. His name is Pablo Valdez. I don't know if y'all know him. He go by Pretty Boy Valdez, and he'll look at me in the gym. He'll be like, "Yo, if I had just skills, I will pop shit all day." And then I already start watching myself. I'm like, "What can these boys do to me pop my shit?" So it's fun to me.
I mean, shit. When you started talking shit a little bit earlier, that Brooklyn side definitely came in like, "Nigga, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do." Like, it definitely comes through.
Yeah, that's that Brooklyn shit for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's definitely that Brooklyn shit.
Oh yeah,
that's a fact.
I'm from Buffalo, New York, so I know how to pop my shit too. But New Yorkers talk shit a little bit different than anywhere else. You know what I mean? You put them in the ring with somebody, the way we talk shit. No. Even if we're trying to be like cordial and shit like that, it don't sound like that. You feel me?
Word to my mother, don't date no Brooklyn girl. They talk shit more. Yo, Brooklyn girl, a girl from Brooklyn, from New York, will make you want
dog you out.
That's why you ain't do nothing to your ops. That's why you want to talk shit to me or talk shit to your
ops. Gonna crash out.
Now, I heard you say something interesting on Cigar Talk. Shout out Cigar Talk. You were talking about Lomachenko's resume. You said you don't believe he's a legend. When one of the names got brought up, Gary Russell, you mentioned he fought him weight drained. Do you put an asterisk on those fights when people are taking the drained fighters?
No, I'm not even gonna say that Lomachenko's not a legend because of just
that situation,
the weight. Yeah. Because Gary's wasn't an accomplished fighter at that time. I don't even think Gary won a world championship yet when Lomachenko beat Gary. So even if he would have beat Gary, that's still, I mean, even if he didn't beat Gary or beat Gary, it wouldn't show he's a legend. I feel like in boxing, to show you a legend, you got to fight another accomplished dude. So I think that Lomachenko, his big Super Bowl fight to me was the Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney fight, because he claimed he didn't get the better end of the stick with Teofimo. He gave up that fight. With Devin Haney, that was supposed to be his that's supposed to be the chip. That's supposed to be the time where you show up. I think when he fought Devin, it's just like every big moment he's not showing up. He fight Teofimo, he don't show up. He fight Devin Haney, he don't show up. So I mean, I don't really know who Lomachenko beat. Luke Campbell that I know of and Gary Russell. I don't really know too many guys he beat that I'll be like, oh, this is a different level. I think that it's not too many guys in boxing right now like proving they self. I mean, you can't say that about Teofimo because Teofimo do have a lot of good people on his resume, but I still feel like those ain't fights to showed me Teofimo is, because Josh Taylor ain't shit to me. And respect to Josh Taylor, he was undisputed, but I don't think he's a fighter that make me look at Teofimo or look at, just when I put these guys all together, like, these guys are showing they're legends or they're future Hall of Famers. I just feel like now in our career, we're all becoming more accomplished. You got guys like me that's winning championships. You got guys like Teofimo that's becoming 2-division champion. Guys like Devin Haney that's becoming 3-division champion. Now we match up, and now we really start seeing who's beating who. So I think that's what it is. But I just don't respect Lomachenko resume.
But that alludes to the question, right? The big question that I'm asking: when a fighter at the top of his game fights a weight-drained fighter, do you still view that fight the same? Does it weigh the same to you as another fight?
No, because I've been weight-drained. I've been weight-drained in fight, and I know, like, how it feels, like, when you not the same. Like, when weight is super important, like, in boxing. Like, I learned that the hard way. I almost could have lost the fight, not taking weight serious. Because for a lot of people that don't know, the belt that I fight for is the IBF. Most professionals, once you weigh on that Friday morning, you can weigh as much weight as you want. My belt that I fight for, if I weigh in on Friday morning, I can't go over 10 pounds till the day of the fight. So I'm still kind of making weight even when I make weight.
Day of.
So I know personally from having to fight for the belt that I fight for that weight is important because that shit can slow you down. So yeah, if you find a fighter that's weight drained, you really not getting the full fighter. You know what I'm saying? They power not the same, their energy level, their stamina. It just takes a lot. So it's like me telling you don't eat for 2 days and come fight me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be the same guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally.
It, like even when you think of somebody that consumed alcohol the night before, right, and they're dehydrated, they don't feel themselves. Or if you get the flu and you're dehydrated, you don't feel the same. It's not the same feeling when you're in the ring. And the reason I say that is because I'm one of the hosts that get a lot of, I catch a lot of flack because I don't weigh Tank versus Romero, Tank versus Garcia the same as everybody else does. They see those, he knocked both of them out. And I'm like, they were weight drained. He's pointing at Garcia, laughing at his face. Aha, look how flush you are. Aha, I'm going to knock you out. You know what I mean? And it's like, I get it. Good fighters. He comes in there, he knocks him out, but they're not at their best, so it's kind of tough for me to say, this is the greatest fighter I've seen because of this.
Yeah, there's not too many fighters right now in boxing that's fighting, just top-level competition. I think with Devin Haney, I think he's one of the guys that, I still feel like ain't too many guys. Nobody's really fighting nobody right now in boxing. I just can't when it comes to the young crop of fighters. So I just feel like the fights that the world been calling for, we got a little glimpse of it with the Tank and Ryan and Devin, but it's still other fighters we want to see fight each other. So yeah, you can't when the best fight the best, it has to be full. Everybody's in all in. But when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Tommy Hearns was weight drained. But that, and that's why Tommy Hearns got stopped later in the fight. So, but Sugar Ray Leonard made up his resume by fighting all the Marvin Hagders, the Roberto Durans, the
straight G's.
He fought a lot of top killers. Roberto Benitez. So I think that this generation all the best need to fight the best. But it's gonna happen because right now we all approaching our prime. So I think the boxing world will see the best fight the best.
Now the cockiness is evident, right? Like the cockiness of the knowledge that you have in boxing. What brought you into boxing to have that level of knowledge? Who got you into boxing?
I got myself into boxing, but to really start studying the game and knowing the game like in depth and in details was I started being around Shakur Stevenson a lot. And as a young kid, he started grooming me along with him, showing me the ropes, picking up. Yeah. Like he was giving me free game, showing me things to pay attention for. So I think being around him, because he's such a student of the game, that made my boxing IQ go to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Now Shakur Stevenson is somebody that you spoke of. You had the falling out. Now you two guys are good again. I loved what you stated about him reaching out to you, even though there was a little bit of a difference at the time, and him saying it's your time to shine. You know what I mean? Now, there's conversations all the time that people have. We had Keyshawn up here, and we had Shakur, and they both stated they won't fight each other because of the friendship. Do you feel like that's something that you would have taken on that fight with Shakur Stevenson because of the friendship, or is it just about business for you?
I told Shakur, if they put the right amount of money in my face, I'm punching bricks.
I love you. I love you, brother.
But that's my brother though.
I love you, bro.
I just know the type of money that they will put in, for two of the best to fight when the time is right. But if I can make this to fight Teofimo or Devin Haney, I'll never, fight Shakur. Like I really have a sensitive spot for Shakur. I've known Shakur longer than I've been living. I know Shakur since I was 13. I've been on the phone with Shakur for hours since I was a 13-year-old kid. It's been like my best friend. So I wouldn't want to see my family and his family go at it. Boxing is dangerous. It's a lot of emotions, the weigh-ins, the press conferences. You got to get to somebody's head psychologically, mentally. So I think when it gets to that, if it gets to that point, it got to be life-changing money to where it's like, I can't make this shit nowhere else. But, so I think that I respect that him and Keyshawn saying they won't fight each other, but I don't respect the fact that they saying they won't ever fight each other, because at the end of the day, like, we ain't gonna be 60 years old being able to touch this money.
They said a dollar amount that they would fight for. I think they were talking some
crazy
heavy money, like $100 million. Like $100 million, let's run it. You know what I mean? They said Turkey gives us that money. We out there. We're gonna run it for 100 M's, which would be. It's a tough bag to get for sure.
I mean, they're going to have to promote the shit out themselves.
You got to go on a stadium tour prior to that.
But you made a good point, bro. It's going to get to a point where you might be 50, 60, 70 years old looking back like, man, we should have just ran it one time, bro. How many times we fought for real already, though?
I done sparred Shakur 100 times. He done punched me in my face 100 times. That has nothing to do with for millions. So, I mean, it's not nothing I ever think about. Like I said, Shakur's a dear friend for me, so I don't never look at him like, I'm going to have to fight you one day. Nah, it's never that. But if it ever gets to that and the money's right, shit, I'm going to give him a phone call. Champ, we going to fight. Meet me at the after party later. Bottles on me or you a winner. Like we gonna party after. But the money, if the money's there, is because at the end of the day, you can't like I said, you can't look back later in your career and be like, oh, I ain't want to fight this person because this or that. You gotta.
Time is now.
Yeah,
but it is kind of intimidating. We've seen what happened with Lamont Roach and Tank Davis, right? They had a friendship prior to this fight. Even when the press conference is going on, he's like, "But your mom's is right there." You know what I mean? Hi, mom, and you know what I mean. And they're trying to keep it like cordial, but they might have not been the best of friends, but it got ugly quick.
I don't think they was friends. I don't think they was ever friends. Like, cause me and Tank were super close friends, so I would know. Like, I think they known each other for a long time, and they had a certain mutual respect for each other. Yeah, it was more like they grew up with each other in the DMV. And Lamont is he's a respectable type of guy. So it's like he's a true type of guy. So I don't think Tank didn't want to take it there with him because he just know Lamont aura. So it's like he ain't gonna like. How can I say like? Tank had a certain respect for him as far as an individual. I don't want to say as far as his fight game, but as far as like a man, I'm pretty sure Tank was like, I respect him. So I think that's why I didn't get to where it could have got to, like with Tank saying his mom is there and such and such. But I think as the fight got closer, you see in the way in Tank trying to find a reason to get
sparked up.
Bet 200,000 right now. I'm knocking you out, because that's boxing. Emotions happen. But I feel like they both have respect for each other to a certain level, and I think that they never really was friends.
Yeah, now that shit's all the way out the fucking.
Yeah, now it's out the window. Now they fight. They fucking the press conference might be even better than.
Yeah. It'll be a much more lucrative fight for both of them to take. Obviously, he's going over there and he's going to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Lamont Roach is very upset about that. His team is upset about that because what they're speaking of is the contractual obligations is the rematch is supposed to happen. You agreed to the rematch. We're supposed to make it happen, but you went over there, took that money, and then Gervonta Davis hits him with the, man, suck my dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you can't get your way out of a contract by just saying those words. So when you see something like that transpiring, what are your thoughts on him avoiding the rematch for right now to go take the Jake Paul?
Business-wise, I'd have told Tank, go where the money at. Because if he lose to Lamont, that fight is with him and Jake Paul ain't making the same money. Or it wouldn't make the same sense that it's making in November. So I think Tank, whoever Tank team was to tell him jump on that Jake Paul, it was a smart business move. But as far as like legacy and being a thoroughbred in the sport, he was supposed to jump on that rematch. And then, just like he said, he was jump on a rematch ASAP and then go fight Jake Paul. But sometimes in the business world, it don't work like that. You never know what the networks, the venues, stuff. It's certain stuff that prevents you from just doing things.
Yeah, a lot
how you
more
want to
that
do
people
it.
don't see.
Right. So I think I wouldn't say I'm not trying to take Tank's side on it, but I don't think it was just solely his choice. I think that some people told him like, "Yo, we need to jump on this Jake Paul fight." So
You made a good point. If he loses to Lamont, you might lose the opportunity to hit Jake.
Yeah.
Now we fucking the bag up. Bang.
Right. So you can't do that.
But the rumors circulating online, the comment sections, is everybody saying, it destroys boxing. It takes away from boxing because we want to see the best fight the best, and we want to see the rematch. And it seems like you're ducking. He gets arrested just prior. And I'm not trying to trash Tank. I'm really trying to get to the bottom of the sport of boxing and the state that it's currently in. Obviously, somebody like Jake Paul, as much as criticism he gets, he's bringing a lot of eyes as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of money coming from it. But as a boxer, you're Lamont Roach. You're dealing with a situation like this because there's claims of lawsuits and everything. How do you feel as a boxer if you got a rematch set up for the title? Because that's life-changing money for him, too.
Yeah. I think that's what really killing Lamont. Just the money and the accolades that come with it. You know what I'm saying? If he beat Tank, it's to the moon.
Yeah.
Further than the moon, to be honest. But Lamont to me, I think Lamont can't he can't think about that because Tank is his own boss. Tank do what he want to do. So you can't make, it's not like, all he could do is, try to get to Tank mental, talk shit on Twitter, talk shit on social media, try to get Tank in the ring. But then again, it's like how much that's going to work when you got a guy saying he ready to retire any day now.
Mm-hmm.
End of the day, when Tank is not fighting, he don't do no interviews. He's nothing. He don't have nothing to do with boxing. You don't even see Tank on the face of earth. Tank is just living his life. So I think that mentally Tank don't, I think Tank is a competitor because he grew up in the sport doing it, but I don't think that like Lamont could really do anything to make Tank want to get in the ring. It got to be.
I don't have to.
Yeah, it's like he don't got to. He's his own boss. Right. So Lamont got to focus on what he need to do. So that's why I told Lamont, I feel like I respect him. He deserve a big fight. And champ, if you want a big fight, come fight me, Richardson Hitchins, for the world championship. They'll put a lot of money behind that. New York versus DC. And Lamont said, now I'm talking his language. So hopefully that's something that comes to both our table and we can make that happen. So, because I think that he does deserve a big fight. I don't think that he should go back down to 130 and fight for chump change after seeing all that money with Tank. I think he should get another big fight, and I think me and him would be a big fight. And
then he quickly dismissed the notions of Cormel.
Oh, Moten,
yeah. He completely dismissed that, saying he's too small, he's not ready, he's too young. Do you think the same as he's saying? Like it's kind of a step down?
It's a step down as far as if he loses to Carmelo, it look crazy. And I think that Tank isn't. Not Tank. Lamont, cause he don't gotta fight Carmelo. Cause at the end of the day, Carmelo is a good young fighter, but who is he really? You know, he's never done nothing. He's the only thing Carmelo really got going for him is Floyd. I think Carmelo need to earn his stripes, build his name up, and he'll get to a Lamont fight. Am I saying that Carmelo wouldn't be able to beat Lamont? I'm not going to say that because Carmelo is a very talented young fighter. But as far as like me being Lamont and just giving a guy that's 5-0, 7-0, I don't know what Carmelo record is. That's Carmelo, like he's about 19 years old. I wouldn't just give your opportunity. Unless Floyd put in real money. And Floyd could say that on Instagram, but is he really going to put up 2, 3, 4 million to Lamont and say, go fight my guy? I don't think so.
It's interesting because he really is like known across boxing world as Baby Tank.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's how he kind of he resembles him. He's got the fighting style, and he looks like that. So it would be an interesting fight, but it definitely is a little bit too early. Now the mentions of you, Roach,
it makes sense.
It definitely makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And have you had an opportunity to talk to him outside of like the tweeting and stuff? Nah,
I didn't have an opportunity to talk to him, but I know he was having talks about coming to 140 to fight Teofimo. Teofimo's obviously, invested in him and Shakur fighting. So if he was going to fight Teofimo, I think that, like I said, I think he deserves a big fight. I would love to fight Lamont, because I know it's a big fight. I know it would be a lit fight. So, it's a risky on my point of view because he's small. So if he come up and beat me, it's looking bad on me.
Questions. Yeah.
But me being him is kind of like, look what I did to the guy that drew with Tank.
Yeah.
So
what's going on between yourself and Tank? Are you guys good now? Because I know that he, said put a tweet out about he wants his chain back, and what's the situation like between the two of you?
Nah, I mean, Tank doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. I'm worried about my career. He's a dad. He's going through. He got his own stuff going on, and I ain't really. Me and Tank ain't really been talking as of recent.
Yeah, which is normal.
Yeah.
These things happen. There's a huge difference between him and Shakur, and you having such a close friendship.
We're both.
How's that? Is that a little bit difficult to maintain? Because I'll tell you what, I interviewed Shakur, and he's very blunt about the way he feels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just sometimes I know that makes it a little bit tougher to have the type of friendships.
Like me, I ain't gonna lie. Like the whole time I've been cool with like Tank and Shakur, because I got cool with Tank when I turned professional. I was like 19, 18, and me and Shakur been friends since 13. But me and Shakur was always close, but then Shakur moved away to Houston. Shakur's more of a family man. He kind of changed his life at a young age. Me and Tank was always cool, but it always been that like I'm with Tank, and it's just that obviously I'm gonna have to fight my other. It's talks of one day you gonna have to fight Shakur, and then Shakur know you with this guy, and it's one day I'm gonna have to fight him. To me, I always tell everybody this. I ain't no entourage type of nigga. Like, I got my own career. I make my own money. I'm my own champion. First of all, I really came around Tank to learn the sport more, because Tank, everything we doing, he was doing. Tank was fighting for his first world championship when I was like 18 years old. So I'm like, I want to know what it's like to be around this guy, see what the camps is like, and stuff like that. So to me, it was never nothing like. I never looked at it like that. I just felt like, all right, now we all in position. We all young, black, changing our lives. Tank already changed his lives. Like, if y'all gotta fight, I gotta fight. So I feel like it was like never me picking sides and none of that. Because to be honest, they fight. I don't give a fuck who. And like, as long as they both safe, they good. It is what it is. Like, I really don't care. I want to see it my damn self.
Yeah. Right.
So,
but you having the IQ you have, you see a fight like that go down. How do you see it going down, and who comes out victorious?
I really don't know. I said this the other day. I think that Tank is I think he's letting Shakur confidence build up now. Shakur's becoming a man now. He's becoming more experienced, and I think it's becoming more interesting now. I think back then, it was more, I wanted to see it more of, I knew Shakur talent and skill, but I knew Shakur wasn't experienced yet. I think Shakur is more experienced. He's more older. So now it's really more interesting. And it is now the way Tank Davis is talking, as far as like, I'm ready to retire. I don't really like the sport no more. Or this shit is trash. It's like, will Shakur be the fight that he'll get up for? Will he be like, man, I'm used to making all this money. I'm used to the magnitude of the fights, and he don't get up? And is it Shakur lucky night, or is it one of them situations where Shakur get in front of Tank and the lights is too big? Because when you fight Tank Davis, that's like, it don't get no bigger than that. That's you hitting the Super Bowl of boxing. Everybody ain't mother watching that, especially with a name like a dancing partner like Shakur Stevenson. Right. So I think that fight is deeper than just technical skills. Because I know as a fighter, just like how we was talking earlier about weight, the magnitude of the situation could freeze you. Yeah. Especially when you got a puncher like Tank that could end it at any given moment. Yeah. So I would love to see it.
And Shakur said that, right? Obviously, you talk to him a lot, so you know his the way he feels about it. But that's what he called it. He said, "I feel like my career won't be fulfilled without the Shakur Stevenson. He's supposed to be my dancing partner.
I mean, without the Tank fight.
Without the Tank fight, yeah. He said he's supposed to be my dancing partner throughout this whole thing. Do you feel like if this is the way that Tank walks off the Jake Paul fight and then just retires?"
Trash.
The legacy?
I would trash. I wouldn't. I told Tank that, I told him, I said, you gotta fight Shakur. I told him, you gotta fight Shakur. Cause I feel like it's two rock stars fighting each other. Two great fighters, two great talents fighting each other. I wouldn't say great fighters, but great talents. Like, I know what both of them guys could do in the boxing ring. I think that we gotta see it. I've been saying it for years. Shakur been calling it for years. Tank even promised the world. He said I think he said that pussy ass houseboy from Newark. He's a part of my deal. So hopefully, you know, he keeps his word and he gets in the ring with Shakur, and we really see who's the best. Because to be honest, I really don't know who will win the fight. To be honest, and even when me and Tank them got into like, you know, back and forth, he feel like I'm picking sides. I really don't know who. I tell Shakur that all the time. And all Shakur tell me is, bro, you gonna see, bro.
Yeah.
I swear, bro, you gonna see it happen. And I'm just like, all right, we'll see.
They ever try to keep you out of the room? Like, nah, don't let him see my moves right now. Hold on, he can't come to try.
Have you ever sparred with Tank?
Yeah, I spar Tank all the time. I used to. I ain't sparred Tank in years. Last camp I sparred Tank when he fought Isaac Cruz. That's the last time we've been in the ring with each other.
He get the best of you?
Nah. like I tell you guys, I'm one of the best talented fighters in the sport of boxing. I'm not saying that just to boost my name or look like I'm trying to be down with the cool kids. Like, I've been in the rings with Terrence Crawford since a young kid. I've been in the ring with Shakur, Devin. Only guy I think I never boxed was Teofimo. I boxed Ryan Garcia, all these guys. I just never had the push. I never had Floyd behind my back saying this is America's next best thing. So I think that I had to get the fights, I had to get the opportunities, and I had to develop. But
what about the sparring with Shakur? Because Shakur is somebody I consider as one of the most skilled fighters I've ever seen.
Super tactical. Me and Shakur sparring is super tactical. Super tactical.
Chess.
I think that's what, like I said, I've been boxing Shakur every day since 13, 14 years old. So last time me and Shakur boxed was probably when Boots Ennis fought Stanionis. We watched the fights in the AC, and then we were walking through the hallway. I looked at him. I said, "You want to box?" He said, "Meet me near the gym at 1 a.m. We was boxing in the fights at 1 a.m.
Yeah, that's fine.
No coaches, none of that.
That's fun though, man. That's fun, man.
Facts.
That's the shit right there.
So, let's say it's not Haney. That's not the next fight. Not Teo. What do you want, realistically?
Those are the fights I want. You know, but you got a lot of guys out there. You got Subriel, Matías. You got Gary, Antoine, Russell. But those fights ain't the. You know, that I don't feel like those are the fights that's to blockbuster me, because, you know, Liam Perro had Australia behind him. Liam Perro's the guy that I beat for the World Championship. He beat Matías in Puerto Rico while Matías' name was at an all-time high. Yeah. And we don't even know. I don't even know.
Matías was out there killing people in the ring.
Yeah, and we don't even know about Liam Perro. We don't even hear about him right now.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of people be saying, fight Matías, fight Gary Russell, but I don't think these are fights that's gonna take my career to the next level. They're big risks, but the reward is like, is it really there? I think that the Teofimo fight is the fight that take my bag to the nine figures. You know, the Teofimo wins, the Devin Haney wins. I think so. Those are the fights I want for myself. That's kind of like how Shakur feel about Tank. Like, I need Tank as a dancing partner. Like, it wouldn't feel the same. I think a Devin Haney fight or a Teofimo fight, those are the fights. I need those dancing partners. Those are the fights to, like, show the world. Like, that's kind of like when Canelo fought Golovkin. When Canelo's 28 and the Triple G was his Canelo big fight. I think those are my fights to take my career to that superstardom. I don't think so. Any guys but that is just fights to, as far as legacy. But those fights is legacy fights and stardom fights with Teofimo, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney. So hopefully I get one of them guys.
I watched Teofimo. Teofimo, we had him up here. I ended up going to watch his fight against Claggett.
Right.
Interesting fight because a lot of people kind of counted Claggett out as if he was a nobody. Teofimo stated that it's somebody that's a challenge. Other people are ducking me. He's a challenge. He could really fight. He could take a hit and he could deliver a hit. And he was on a 8-fight win streak leading up to that fight. It was an interesting fight. You know, watching Teofimo is, he could move very well. He could take a hit and he could deliver a punch as well. You know what I mean?
He's annoying.
Yeah, Devin Haney, somebody right now that is known for running. You know what I mean? That's what they call everything now. Somebody's moving around the ring too much. It's running. Who do you feel like you match up better against out of the two?
Both of them are great fighters. I really don't know till I get in it. Me, I'm somebody, I don't really go into fights with complete game plans. I got something that a lot of fights don't got. I know how to adjust. So I can adjust to something so quick. So I really don't know who would be the easiest guy. Because I could jump in the ring with Teofimo and I can make a quick adjustment. Or it could be something weird Teofimo is doing that's throwing me off. Same thing as Devin. So from the eye test, I do believe that Teofimo's better in a lot of more departments than Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney is more disciplined. He have a better jab. I think he's, fit and also physically better, taller, longer, the bigger guy. So, but it could be a situation where Devin attributes give me trouble, or Teofimo just athleticism, speed, movement give me problems. So we don't know. I really couldn't answer that.
How do you feel about Haney taking the fight with Norman instead?
I think it was a smart strategic move. I think Norman is young. He's still green to the big stage. And Norman is a good fighter, is a good talented fighter. But if Devin Haney is what the world hyped him up to be, he should be able to beat a Brian Norman.
Yeah.
He should be, even though it's dangerous.
And do you feel like, let's say Brian wins that fight, do you feel like that takes away from what you would have? Like, does that take Haney off the table for you?
Yeah.
That's the tough part about all of this,
Yeah.
right? Well, like while you're waiting, these fights are going on. You're like,
crazy,
damn, if
man.
one of them lose,
Just like,
you know what I'm saying?
just like Ryan and Rolly.
Yeah.
I fucked up so much money.
Absolutely.
So, but Devin Haney's, like I said, he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's like a special talent. So I wouldn't be super surprised if he loses to Norman. I'm not saying this because Brian Garcia went and did what he did to Devin. I just, I boxed Devin. I feel like I always felt like I was a better fighter than Devin Haney. But I feel like he's a great fighter also. I really do feel like I feel like he's a good fighter, but I just don't feel like he have that something that
extra skill set.
Like, it's like, what do Devin Haney really do great though? I mean, does he have great defense? Does he have great power like Tank Davis? Like, what really stands out about Devin Haney? I think he's just
patience, which is could be a problem.
Yeah, I think he's a guy that's been boxing for a long time, and he uses his attributes well, but I don't think he's a special fighter.
You say that a lot. You speak about a lot of fighters that the world considers special fighters, but you're like, nah. And the truth is it is that way, right? We look at any league right now. I could go to the NFL, the NBA, and I could say this is a special player, this is a special player. But at the end of the day, the Hall of Fame ain't accounting for all your special players that you picked in 2025.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're all not that special. Not all of them are gonna make it to the Hall of Fame. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean they're not talented.
Yeah.
But when you talk about your level of IQ and the way you're viewing it, you're like, nah, I'm talking about actual talent, actual
like
skill
special.
sets. Yeah. And somebody that stands out. Now, if Eddie and Turkey came to you right now, you got two contracts on the table. They're like, here's Devin Haney, here's Teofimo. And is there any like non-negotiables in this contracts, things that you don't want in there?
Oh, I wouldn't. None of them guys really got a hometown, so I can't even say I wouldn't fight in their hometown. Nah, I'm just, as long as it's fair judging, I'm cool with it.
That hometown be a real thing, huh?
Yeah, I ain't trying to go to nobody's hometown and fight them. I ain't gonna lie, unless it's like they really that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Devin and Teo not really that guy. Teo has a fan base, but I don't think he's like Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney, if he did have a hometown, I would have to go there because I think he is one of the biggest names in the sport. So.
Haney's from where? Vegas? Or no,
I don't know, Bay
I believe
Area.
the Bay,
Area.
the Bay out in San Francisco.
He's from one of them places, but
Oakland. Yeah, because
I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Everywhere my home.
Yeah, but you fought out in New York.
Yeah, I fought under the Cambosos in my last fight.
Is that why you feel like that? Because you had like that extra.
What? Oh, when I fought Cambosos. Yeah. Oh yeah, that New York. I came out to the crowd, see so much bad. I cursing it.
Yeah.
I came out to the crowd. I looked.
Whatever you want.
I seen so much bad bitches in the crowd. I'm like, I gotta turn up today.
I ain't going out tonight.
Yeah.
I see the whole starless lineup in the crowd.
Yeah.
I can't go out like this today.
Not today.
Yo, plus New York is different, right? That's the only place you'll go to motherfuckers wearing Tim's like, yo, suck my dick. Yeah. You heard? Pause. You know what I mean? Like it's different out there when it comes to that shit talk again. Just like the way you could talk your shit, pop your shit, those fans will really pop shit at you. You know what I mean? You seen them Knicks games. As soon as you walk out, you know it's crazy.
Wow.
Bro, when you got crazy fans like that, it have you wanting to watch where you eat. For real, like be mindful of like, do y'all know who that man's fighting tonight? Oh, that's my boy. Oh hell, whatever. Watch your drinks.
Yo, ain't nothing like going to a fight in Barclays Center. When it's a lit fight,
good time.
Oh man, shit be crazy.
Now with Keyshawn Davis, there's conversations he's had saying that He wants to fight you. Where do you feel like that tension truly stems from?
Yo,
I heard you say you don't know. There's nothing there?
I really don't know. Bro, I swear to this day, I really don't know why this man, Keyshawn, don't like started just targeting at me. I felt like the minute me and Shakur got into our situation, he was like, oh yeah. Can't wait to tell this nigga how I felt about him. Cause it's like me, every time I seen Keyshawn, it was always cordial. I always told Keyshawn he's a talented, amazing fighter. He'll always tell me, you talented, you amazing. It'll always be a mutual respect. You feel me? So first whisper I even had, like, oh, this nigga never really liked me was when me and Shakur went at it. I really don't know what, I can't tell you. Me and Keyshawn never got into it. I never dapped him up the wrong way. And I'm not a street dude, but I'm from the hood. Like, I know when it's
the subtle shit. Like,
I know when it's like, like I feel like it was more liable for me and Tank to get into it at any given moment than me and Keyshawn. You feel me?
You feel like that's part of that, like that's my homie type shit though? You know what I mean? Like if I feel like if somebody came at Kato the wrong way or there was a situation, I might look at him a little bit differently. You don't feel like that's some of that?
I mean, because at the end of the day, Keyshawn said out his mouth, he was supposed to stay out of our business. A grown man. Me and Shakur have been friends over 15 years, so it's like you supposed to stay out that.
Yeah, word.
Because at the end of the day, like if anybody knew the situation of how me and Shakur stopped talking, everybody knew that it was bound for us to start talking again. Cause it was like it wasn't nothing foul. I did it. It was wrong. Cause at the end of the day, I told Shakur I wasn't used to dealing with media. So if a nigga asks me a question, I'm gonna answer it how I would answer it. Yeah. But in front of the world, you don't say certain shit. And Shakur felt the way like you could have told you told me that. I'm not gonna lie, you did tell me that, but you didn't have to tell that in front of the world because they trying to crucify me. I'm a black fighter, so any reason to be like, oh yeah, even his man's is saying that about him, it makes him look bad. And when he explains to me, I'm like, you right, and I really understood it when I almost lost that fight. And the way people was coming at me, I'm like, I felt the way. If anybody would comment any weird shit, I don't even do an interview with niggas right now that was commenting bad about that. Niggas still hit me like, let's do an interview. I'm not doing no interview because when y'all try to put on blogs that I lost the fight or trying to hype up the situation, I didn't jack it. So I understand how Shakur felt because I was like, his first fight, he felt almost defeated. You feel me? So
yeah, that's when that Brooklyn comes. Suck my dick.
I got memory, motherfuckers. Like,
but the two of you fight. How do you see that?
I mean, of course, I'm gonna win. Period.
Is it a clinic or is it war?
No, it's war. Keyshawn is a great fighter. I always tell. I'm a realist. I feel like when you talk about special, I feel like he's special. I feel like he's special. So I talk about myself, I feel the same way about Keyshawn. So the better man will just have to win.
Now, when we're talking about the things of you don't feel like the best are fighting the best, right? Obviously, and you've spoken about it. I've heard you speak about it, but we're a week away. And it looks like we're seeing the best go against the best, right? I seen that look in his face that, It's tough for me because I'm a huge Bud Crawford fan, 40-0. I want to see him go out there, take care of business. I do believe he's going to go out there and take care of business, but it's also not a simple fight because of the size.
And who's in front of him?
Yeah.
Who's in front of him? I wouldn't even do Bud a favor by being here and acting like Canelo's easy work.
Right.
You got a guy in Terrence Bud Crawford that went up to 154, and we seen his punch resistance didn't seem as effective as it did in 47 with Majimov. It didn't seem like it budged Majimov too much.
Yeah.
When Majimov for Virgil Ortiz, you could tell he felt the presence of Virgil Ortiz. He didn't feel like he seemed that intimidated by Terrence Crawford. Now you're talking about a Mexican, not only a Mexican, but a Mexican legend. 2 weight classes above you. And it's even been interviews in the past with Terrence Crawford saying, they mentioned a fantasy fight. Like, Canelo, would you fight Canelo? He like, fuck no, hell no, he too big. So I think that they're trying to put his back against the wall. And I think that Bud is great. I think he's special, but it's not a fight where I could be like, oh, he's for sure winning. It's a fight where I feel like he's a legend. He's a legend. He's a great fighter, and he's doing legendary shit. He's chasing greatness, and all you can do is respect it. So I mean, he get that win. That's for all of us. That's just him. But I mean, I wouldn't fault him if he don't come out winning, because at the end of the day, all he could do is chase greatness. I wouldn't look at him like, oh, he wasn't all that good, or he fought Canelo. I wouldn't even argue that fight. That's like telling me to go up fight Charlo. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think win or lose, he wins.
Yeah.
People not gonna fault him that heavy, you know.
But win or lose, does Canelo win it all?
Nah. It's a lose-lose for Canelo.
Yeah.
You want to take a fight with Terrence Crawford, but you don't want to take a fight with Benavídez. Come on, bro.
I see.
it's
Making that man
true.
come up here like that.
I'm just saying, like, he should have fought Benavídez. I mean, Terrence Crawford, he's doing Terrence Crawford a huge favor by, putting money in his pocket.
Yeah.
But
You think there's more money in this fight than the Benavídez fight?
No. I think it's probably the same. I don't think before Benavídez will be much more bigger. But I think I don't think it's way more money in this fight than it would have been for Benavídez. I don't believe so, because I think that Turkey really wanted the Benavídez fight.
Yeah. I think Canelo knows Benavídez is extremely dangerous right now, and he's waiting to see. I don't know if he avoids the fight forever, because Canelo has taken on some great challenges, but that one's definitely Benavídez could hit.
Yeah. Yeah, he could hit, and he's super great as a fighter, period. But
now your boy, I seen you out on vacation. Where were you guys at?
Or St. Martin?
Yeah. I seen him out there doing the salsa and shit. You know what I mean? Berlanga. The two of you got a great friendship. Where did that stem from?
Me and Edgar wasn't always we known each other for a long time. We wasn't always close, but we always been like friends, if that makes sense. So it's not like a me and Shakur situation. Like, I'm always talking to Edgar, but like me and Edgar always been friends. We never had like problems. We party together since a young kid, but we wasn't consistently hanging out with each other.
It's that New York shit.
Yeah, he be training his own gyms coming up. I'll be training my own gyms, So it was like how like they saying life out of sight, out of mind. It's not like we was always in each other's space.
It's not bad, but it's just
we ain't consistently friends. You know what I'm saying? If we in a tournament or something together, we gonna chop it up. We gonna kick it. But we get back home, he gonna go back to his routine and shit. But
mutual respect.
But he always been a dear friend of mine. He always been cool. So yeah.
How was that vacation? Because it looked like again, rumors circulate like crazy online. They're saying that you guys are sparring and that you were making fun of Tank.
Yeah, well, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. Yo, I heard that like 3 times. You like the 4th person that told me that, like, yo.
Because that's how the comments get.
Yeah, I'm like, they like Tank. I'm like, bro, no.
That's funny.
I was just shadow boxing. I'm being goofy. Yeah. I'm shadow boxing stupid. Like he's like joking around. Like he just recorded me. So I don't know where anybody like they when people started coming to me like, was that about Tank? I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's the internet that's the way it works, the way it operates. What was the first words that you said to him after he took that loss?
I ain't talked to him for a little minute, and then he had called me probably like a month after the fight. Did he call me? Yeah, he called me. And he was like, I'm in New York. Because, he got a house out here in Florida. So he was like, I'm still in New York. I ain't go back home. I was like, yeah, man, come out with me tonight. I ain't been out. I just been in the house with my girl, such and such. Like, yo, just come out. Like, let's hang out. We hung out. And, I was just, obviously, when a fight come out from a traumatic loss like that, because they can't do nothing but stop talking about it. Cool. But I was like trying to, I'm just trying to, just make him look at the bigger picture. Because at the end of the day, I feel like he just got to get back in the gym. He got to grind like he just started boxing. He got to take it extremely serious because now he's at the level where it's like if he want to make the money that he used to making, he got to fight top competition. So he just got to focus on his grind, and it is what it is.
What are your thoughts on Eddie Hearn saying he invested a ton of money into you and he feels like you got a bunch of snakes in your circle that kind of turned it sour?
To be honest, I love Eddie, so I don't really want to talk too much about the situation, just because, I love Eddie. He did help change my life. Like I said, in 2 years, him and Keith Connolly, they teamed up together, and my life changed, and it's still changing. So Eddie did great with my career. He brought structure back to my career, and it is what it is. I would love to do business with Eddie still, because I feel like Eddie's a great guy, and so yeah, that's really what it is.
Now, one of the things that you say a lot about boxing is you understand that boxing is a business, right, first. And how much control do you have over who you fight next?
I mean, I can always say no, but it's all about if I'm going to get another opportunity. You always got control as a fighter, but it's like, I mean, with the belt, it give me leverage because everybody need a world title. Everybody, you need something, and always need a fight. It's always a fight. I need to fight for a championship. But as far as I think that the belt is giving me leverage. So I think that I do have to say so to say yes because I am the world champion. So I don't have to fight another champion if I don't want to. I don't have to fight Teofimo if I don't want to or Ryan Garcia. But yeah. I think I do have control, but obviously if I want to take it to the next level and bring the real money in, it's not so much no's I could say because there's not so much opportunities I'm going to get.
When it comes to legacy for yourself, what names do you feel bring you the most legacy? Haney,
Teofimo. Haney, Teofimo, and I think probably going up to 147, even if being a guy like Brian Norman or like a Mario Barrios, I think that would be like legacy fights too. I think those would be big legacy fights. Just being able to go up and fight the bigger guy and take a belt from them. Yeah, I think that's really what it is. It's a lot. It's other names out there that I like. Even me being a guy like Keyshawn, I don't think that's a legacy fight. I think it would be a legacy. It wouldn't be a legacy fight right now. But if I was to beat Keyshawn and he go out there and do great things, then it would be great for my legacy. But I feel like we all still young in our career and we're veterans. But it's not like we all fought like crazy competition. Like even Shakur, he beat Zepeda, but Zepeda's not like a accomplished guy, Like it's just we know Zepeda's a tough fight. So like fighters would try to dish Shakur like, oh, you ain't beat nobody. So that's just how the boxing world is. Me, my brain, I always looked at legacy, two top tier guys, two thoroughbreds fighting each other. I think of Andre Ward Kovalev. I think of Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Triple G. When you got two thoroughbreds, two champions, two
Real
solidified guys,
fight.
two guys that been making millions, two guys that been at the top level, and then you collide. So I think that right now, a Shakur Stevenson, a Tank, that's legacy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you think about Rolly? I haven't heard you say anything about him.
I think Rolly is like a wild card. You don't never know. I still don't know where Rolly.
In real life.
I really don't know where Rolly. I really don't. The Ryan Garcia win was impressive. It was impressive. Yeah. But
it didn't seem like for something for me when I watched that fight. It didn't seem like Ryan Garcia normally. It seemed like something.
I agree.
Fucked.
I know what it was. That power he felt with Rolly.
Yeah.
That shit shut everything down. I was right there front row. I actually betted like right there live. I was like, Rolly won this by decision.
Yeah.
It was like 1,000 plus 1,000 and change.
Was it hot out there too?
It was hot. It was good. It was good weather. It was. I heard the fighter said it was hot in the ring, but it looked hot. Well, arena, what was hot was the arena with Edgar and Shakur. That card they fought in, that was the hottest arena I've been in. But as far as Rolly and Ryan, when I was sitting front row watching, I'm like, he feel Rolly power. He don't want to punch.
Life been
He don't want to punch. Rolly power kept him so honest. I knew like it was Rolly power. I don't care what they say about Ryan mental or this, that. No, he felt that shit and didn't want to open up.
Yeah, that to me when we had Rolly up here like the day after the fight. That shit was hilarious.
He was so happy. Man.
I was like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I bet against you and I lost. And he was like, ha, you stupid motherfucker.
He's hilarious.
He's like, as soon as he felt my hand, it was over right there. I was gonna
be nice to Rolly.
You fucking knocked him out. Yeah, pussy.
That's actually spot on.
That was it.
We gotta add that clip.
But it was a great fight. It was a great fight night. Obviously, there's a lot of anything with boxing. I feel like just the same thing that I always say about Shakur Stevenson. I mean, it's hit and don't get hit, right? He's somebody that'll preach that to you over and over again. Hit and don't get hit. My grandfather taught me that when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So he's moving around the ring, but there's criticism from fans on the outside that don't really understand boxing. They just you know what I mean? Whatever they could say that sounds good to them. But we seen I saw Devin Haney. I thought Devin Haney might have been playing a little bit safe, waiting for that Ryan Garcia fight, hoping that it could come to fruition.
That wasn't. I don't think that was. It was boxing, but I think with an opponent like Ramírez, he should have showcased more of his abilities.
Yeah, Do you think he might have been holding a little back because of them waiting for that money for the next fight?
Yeah, I think that it had something to do with that, and him coming off taking a lot of punishment.
Yeah,
the fight before that, and it was a traumatizing experience. So I think he didn't want to take no punishment. Because when you get hit a lot in a fight, you start questioning, could you take a shot still? That shit fucks you up when getting hit by a skilled, dangerous fighter, and you thinking in your head like, my next fight, I don't want to feel this. So you go in there more safer. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really what it was. It was more like, I don't want to take no punishment this fight. Let me just get this easy victory and get out of there.
And then it's exaggerated on the night of.
Yeah, what you mean?
It stunts your movement. It stunts because you thinking twice. Like, damn.
Yeah.
I can't. Not again.
Not yet.
I ain't going out. Not again.
Facts. Yeah. Now, I know that there's the, storied relationship between yourself, Tank, AB. AB's taking a fight with a YouTuber, Scam Likely.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Way.
I seen it on Twitter. I didn't know if it was real. So now you confirmed it to me.
Yeah.
I see him back in the gym. I just hope AB the best,
Word.
He's AB crazy. I ain't wrong with that nigga.
The first time we went viral on a Dancer project with a boxer, we had AB up here.
Yes.
3 days in the making. It took him 3 days to get here. He pulled up. He's outside.
Hopped out the.
And I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, well, this is our start. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, we could do this at another time. No, run me the back end. We gonna do this right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, we're gonna get smoked.
Buckle up, boys.
I'm boxing Twitter. Yeah. We're getting smoked. And he was bent.
That's AB for you.
Yeah.
That's AB for you.
And that's where I feel like he's definitely struggling with that, with mental health.
Yeah.
And seeing him get in the ring, a little bit of that worries me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if he's actually ready or if he's going in there like, I got to go get this money, because obviously you got to take care of things.
Yeah.
It was a quick fall.
Yeah.
For him, and I don't know. I maybe feel like it's a little bit rushed, or forcing these things. He's fighting a YouTuber. He should be able to go in there and whoop his ass, but that Scam Likely kid, he's been fighting a lot for Aiden Ross on the stake streams, and he's pretty good.
Nah, AB gonna knock that nigga out, man.
I think so too.
Yeah, he gonna knock that nigga out.
Got to.
I hope he does.
My nigga gonna knock that nigga out. Facts. Nah, I wish AB the best though, for real. You feel me? I just think that, he just got to look back at his past and be like, I ain't doing it that way again. But, I mean, hopefully, Father Time may catch up. Because he not old, but he just mentally, he just be, fucking himself up. But I hope he's in a better space. It's my nigga.
Word.
Me and AB has some crazy story. Me, AB, and Tank.
I don't doubt it.
That's my first memories of being in Miami.
Yeah.
AB. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the story was you're out here, you're waiting on Tank, or you're waiting on AB to come get you, and you're like, you're rich. You can
that story is fucking. Me and Tank always used to be behind AB.
Yeah,
like we was AB little brothers, like little niggas. So everything, every bill, every hotel is on AB. Like you feel me? Because AB the type of nigga he would want people around him to like party with him.
Right. Yeah, it ain't a thing. It's just come on, man.
Hey, like he just want an entourage. Like come on, I got you. So you gonna fuck with me and party? Like come with me. So when Tank got his bag up, we'll be so used to waiting for AB. You feel me? We move when AB move.
Right.
Tank come out the flight, we chilling. He looked at me, what we waiting for? I said, AB. He said, what? I'm rich now. Where's Drop at? He's like, come on, we out here. I swear to God, we went out that night, we was at booby trapping. That nigga said, hold up, I'm tripping, I'm waiting for this nigga. We rich, man. Come on, man.
Straight out of a movie.
Yo.
Now, speaking of AB had a obviously relationship with Mayweather prior to. When we think about Mayweather and we think about that entire situation, is there anything that he could ever do to make the business right for you to go work with him again?
Who, Floyd?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, like, nah. I gave him 4 or 5 years in my career, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't get it to where he's supposed to get to. I don't think Floyd is a boxing businessman. I think he's a businessman for himself. He get the bag for himself, but like, I feel like, even with Tank career, like, That's Al Heyman work right there. That's not Floyd.
Yeah.
That's Al snatched him up. It's like, yo, I'm gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Floyd is capable of taking a guy's career to the
next level.
To the next level. I think he could get it started, but I think Floyd did a lot for me. I respect him and the knowledge, as far as that he got. I would love to, soak that up, but I don't think he's gonna give it to me. I don't think Floyd fucked with me like that. So it is what it is.
Yeah. And it's tough knowing that the skill set you have, and it also has to kind of be something for him, like a realization, like, damn, I might have fucked up with him. Like that. You know what I mean? Because that would have brought me a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he fucked up. If he called me with a little wire, a little millie.
Yeah.
I mean, Floyd.
Let's have a conversation.
I'm gonna have TMT on me.
Wise man.
Facts.
Now, obviously, there's a super fight, exhibition fight, not only with Tank and Jake Paul. They're talking now Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather.
Was that AI?
No.
Okay.
It's a real thing.
Damn, that shit look crazy.
That shit look crazy.
Yeah, that shit look crazy, man.
Floyd gonna box Tyson.
Yo, I don't see another way to that.
But there's no reason for Mike to do it, bro. He looked crazy as fuck the first time, man.
I think at a certain point when you're at that age, it's like, okay, we could go get a bag together, let's do it. But I don't see how that is when it's real competition. I don't see how Floyd doesn't outwork him crazy.
Of course, Mike gonna be out there with the leg brace, the neck brace, the back brace.
No,
all that
before
shit
it was none of
crazy.
it.
I don't want to down talk a legend, but I do want to bring something up. A conversation I recently had about Mike Tyson. Right when people, I'm watching through. People have an argument back and forth about Mike Tyson. And they said, great, legend. But every big fight he had to take on, the ones that everybody wanted the most, the Lennox Lewis, the Evander Holyfield, the Buster Douglas, he didn't come out victorious in those fights. When you look at...
That's how I feel about Lomachenko.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why I'm bringing it up. Do you feel like that holds any weight? Have you ever, went through Box Rec and looked through Mike Tyson's record?
I've been said that about Tyson.
Yeah.
I think he beat the only person that he beat was the person that beat Ali. Like somebody. His first world title. Like Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes.
Yeah, he beat him, and then after that, all of the mega fights, the fights where it counted.
Yeah. And even Larry Holmes was really old at that time.
He was washed up. Yeah, but Tyson can't. I just hope when he fight Floyd, he don't be biting his glove again.
He had him in the locker room looking real crazy.
And he was like,
a lot of people claim that he was holding back, but I think that's age and you know what I mean. I don't know if that's what he was doing, holding back. I just think it's a tough.
Nah, he still looks slick though. I ain't gonna lie, he was getting away from some of Jake Paul shit though.
But he definitely looked old too. And when he was going to the side and breathing.
Yeah,
that shit was pissing me off. And that's actually when we heard Tank say, it's stupid, I would never fight him.
Yeah. Right.
And then he's eventually taking that fight because that money talks.
No, he said Jake Paul, Tank said Jake Paul is like, he fucked up for fighting Tyson.
Yeah,
Why would you fight Tyson?
And then he said he would never fight Jake Paul. He said that? He said I'd never do anything like that.
He said that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's doing it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But money talks.
The money talks.
You know what I mean? They said he's guaranteed at least 100.
Who's Tyson?
Nah, 100 is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I just seen that pop up today. They said he's guaranteed at least 100 M's.
Wheel him out there then. Fuck it.
Yeah, would you fight Jake Paul for that? Do you see a scenario possibly where Tank could lose that fight?
I mean, it's exhibition. He can't lose.
Yeah, I mean, according to the exhibition.
Nah, unless he get in there and feel Jake Paul power. Because Tank not a dumb fighter.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying.
thinking.
Tank is a nigga, he know he could dish it, but he don't want to take it. Tank don't want to get hit. So, unless he feels some crazy shit. And Jake Paul type sharp. His shit not sloppy and slow. So, Tank might just play defense and just call it.
Yeah.
Treat it like a sparring match.
Let's say it was a situation where he did come out and he lost.
It's an exhibit. Only how Tank could get embarrassed if he get knocked out.
Yeah. But you think even if Jake Paul outworked him, the world won't look at him and be kind of like, because it's a ridiculous weight difference. There's even talks now that I seen pop up yesterday of, I believe it's in Georgia.
Yeah,
they're saying that they don't know if the commission is going to allow it because their rules are strict to the 9-pound weight difference. Boy. They said even in exhibitions, the weight difference of over 9 pounds is a problem?
I don't know, man. I think that Tank gonna go in there, throw 8 punches around, play smart.
Thanks.
Probably
Make him chase him.
Probably catch. If Tank knock Jake Paul out, that's gonna do a lot for his career.
Straight to the liver. Hey. Shoot him out. Make him chase me a little bit.
It's a funny fight.
He gonna have to try to hit me, and I don't know.
Nah, yeah.
Now I got a couple rapid fire questions for you.
Oh shit.
The knowledge, the IQ that you have, you say 9 out of 10. You're right. Right?
I do. I'll be right a lot about boxing, you know.
What's the most recent fight in memory that you called that you feel like you saw before anybody else could see?
Erickson Luben versus Jesus Ramos.
What is it about? What are you looking at when you view these fights when you see them coming up?
It'd be a lot. Like, I could just tell by, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like an eye I have for it. Like, I could tell, like, oh, he gonna survive this fight, or he's gonna win this fight, or I don't know. It's just certain stuff. Like, I just know fighting. So like even when Shakur fought De La Santo, I was like, yo, it's not gonna be easy. Like, I know he reacts quick and he's punching fast. I'm like, Shakur's like, nah, it's gonna be easy. After the fight, Shakur's like, you was right, man, because I boxed De La Santo. I was in there, so I know I just know like fighting. So it's just like I can't explain to you details. To be honest. Like, you know how somebody could do something, they don't know how to explain what they doing? Mm-hmm. I really feel like it's like I really can't explain how I like know what I'm doing or how I'm seeing it when I'm seeing it. I can't explain it. But sometimes I'll be wrong.
It'd be a lot of different things too, though, because I watch a lot of MMA too. So you have like fight math, boxing math, or whatever. It's not always accurate, but you having that in your brain, knowing what it is to be in the ring. Oh, seeing how he showed up for weigh-ins. Yeah. Oh, damn, he just broke up with his chick and like. Oh, looking at him today, I saw when they lined up with each other, he wasn't looking him in the eye. Like, you could kind of see little things. Yeah. And you start adding that shit up, you're like, I don't know.
No, but the big fights, you can't, like, the big fights sometimes, I can't tell. Like, I can't really tell what's going on. Like Crawford and Canelo, I don't know, bro.
That could
like,
go
it's like Crawford has been so amazing for so long, but it's like, I don't know. He just haven't been amazing with somebody like Canelo. You feel me? Like,
and Canelo don't look like he slowed down too much, so
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
It is going to be interesting. It's definitely. I see some people talking. It's not going to be a good fight. It's a waste of time. It's definitely super interesting.
It is
definitely
interesting.
Super interesting. Most overrated fighter at 140.
At 140?
Yeah.
Overrated. Overrated at 140. I mean, everybody else overrated got him out of there. Like, I feel like Regis Prograis was super overrated. Like, you probably know, you know what that is?
Yeah, he's the one that got smoked up by Devin Haney.
Yeah. Like, I feel like he was dumb overrated. I feel like they was OD hyping him up. But I think that everybody, all the champions, everybody that's there now, I think those are real legit, like, names type shit. Like,
most underrated IQ in boxing right now.
Like, who got the most underrated IQ? I don't know.
He said me.
I don't know. I think the guy that Jerron Ennis fought had a good IQ. Karen. I think Karen had real good IQ. I think his IQ was underrated. I think people didn't watch him fight Boots. They watched Boots fight and was like, oh, Boots didn't look good that fight. I don't think they really watched why Boots didn't look that good. I think that guy was doing a lot of like high level shit.
Hardest fighter to solve?
Solve it?
Yeah, Tank or Shakur?
Or Shakur. Like, to solve, because Shakur distance, it's hard to solve that. Like, his distance control. That's always been Shakur. Like, I feel like Shakur at 15 years old could have been, like, beating the guys he's beating now. He mastered, like, the main shit about boxing. Distance. Like, he knows where to be in the ring.
Yeah, that hit and don't get hit. The biggest payday for you right now is take away anything, weight classes.
Who would be?
Yeah, what's the biggest payday?
I mean, it'll be a lot of big paydays for me. Devin. Devin would be a big payday. Yeah, Devin would be a big payday. I need that Devin.
Aside from the names that you mentioned, who do you look up to in boxing?
Shakur.
Aside from the names you mentioned. Yeah.
Terrence Crawford. Did we mention him?
Yep.
We
didn't mention him.
Oh, Canelo. I look up to Canelo a lot too. I think Canelo's like the Drake of boxing. I think he's like he's never ever he's literally never missed. Like Canelo always in big events. Like when Canelo fighting, it's always an event.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever went he fell off. Like he's never fell off his whole career.
Do you think that last fight where people were saying that he fell off, that he wasn't chasing him down, do you feel like that was a thing?
When I say fell off, it's like you see a lot of fighters like Adrian Broner or like even like guys like Danny Garcia. Those are guys that was used to fighting stadiums, selling out big fights, and then they kind of not there no more. They're like undercard fighters or fighting. I feel like Canelo, from the minute he got on that world stage, he's always been
still a top fight.
Like he always in a big fight. Like people was always watching a Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Like you're always gonna watch a Canelo fight.
One fighter that you'd never fight unless it was 9 figures.
Shakur Stevenson.
If we take money out of the situation, everything out of the situation, what is your dream bout?
Belt?
Dream bout.
Fight.
What's the one? The dream.
Like, I would love to box Shakur. I think that would be like real, like me testing my boxing skill. Like for me to really see like if I'm on a high level. I think that like when it comes to like boxing, if it wasn't like friends involved or like money and like we can't get hurt. Like for us to box like at a high level, I already want to see like. I think because I feel like when it comes to boxing, like he's like the final, like he's like right there with like right underneath Floyd, like he's like damn near like all right, you get to that. Like you know a video game and you almost beat it, like all right, like I conquered this shit. Like
it's wild because I say that, right? I say that I feel that way about Shakur.
Yeah.
And then obviously when it comes to, boxing Twitter, I get roasted for saying things like, oh man, how could you say that? But I genuinely feel that at 135, Shakur is the best.
No, I feel like that. I feel like Shakur, like boxing him is like, all right, you beat him, it's like, yeah.
But there's a thing, right? Like I hear you speaking about sparring, right? Sparring. Mm-hmm. But do you feel like that holds no value to when you're actually in the ring?
No, sparring to me, sparring in 8 ounces, it can be the same thing mentally. It just depends how you are as a fighter mentally. It can, like, if you're a person that like the crowd get into you or the way the punches feel, like you just, like me, I'm a person like coming up in my career, I used to second guess making moves because I know like certain bullshit I'll do in sparring, I'm not going to take chances in a fight because the gloves is way smaller and I be seeing niggas get flatlined on TV, so I don't be trying to be that. But like fighting and sparring is not too different. Like if you really become comfortable with gloves on, it's no different. You're getting punched in your face, period. Like it's the same shit.
You got touched.
Yeah, you got touched. You don't want to get touched by 16s or 8s. It don't matter. You should just always have the mentality to not get touched.
So what do you got coming up next? Like how soon could we see you back in the ring?
I think the latest January, earliest November, realistically December.
And I seen shout out my guy Fred who just told me, he said Danny Garcia just announced that
he's
fighting his retirement fight at the Barclays. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Lit. He find my guy, Danny. He find another Danny.
Oh really?
2 Dannys. So it's lit. I fuck with Danny Garcia heavy. Man, humble, super cool dude. Danny's so cool because a lot of people be Hollywood. You feel me? Or people be trying like, I can't explain. Like people be like weird. Like Danny seen me 2023 when I first signed with Eddie, and that's when I fought like a fight when I first got on TV. Because like back in 2022, 2023, I had a name with Mayweather Promotions, but people wasn't used to seeing me on TV. And I seen Danny in the club, and we was partying, and like he real life was having a conversation with me. Like I just came up over this, like just checking, like what's up, Danny? Like I see you in the club, and he really like in the club in the midst of party and stopped, like yo, like
what's up, man? I fought with you.
I watch your fight, man. Like what champion you want next? You know you about to get the belt, right? Like this is 2023. Like yeah,
fuck this club.
He's
man.
like
what you got going on?
He's
bro?
like you the next one. Like he'll be like yo, bro, you nice. Like I'm telling you, gonna be world champion soon. Like who you want? I'm like, nah, he's mad cool for that.
That's dope.
It don't always be like that, man.
Right.
You want to act brand new, short with the question, like, all right, fuck you then.
Niggas be like, what up? Across the club, like, what's up?
Yeah. All right, bro.
Where do you feel like is the end of the road for you? You're 20-0 now. You're a champion. What more do you need, and when do you see an end, or is it just kind of like you said, when you get in the ring, you figure it out there? You know what I mean? You know how to adjust.
Never stopping. I ain't gonna be satisfied. I feel like I had a long career ahead of me. I think that
Let's go.
I want that Canelo type of career. That like, damn, this nigga still going.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I want one of them like careers. I don't want like a career where I made money, a lot of money, and it's like I'm good. Like, I don't want that for myself, and I hope mentally I don't ever get there. I want to always keep the love for the sport, like, because I feel like if you don't got kids, like, what else you living for? You gotta have a purpose, and I feel like I don't got no kids, so my purpose is boxing. So unless I get to the point where it's like my kids and stuff like that is more important to me, but right now it's not that, so I don't see that.
Yeah. Stay away from the kids right now. Stay away from KFC. But the final question I want to ask you is, obviously you talk about there's a long road, right? We see fighters like Canelo, right? Canelo, I'd be thinking like, how old is this dude? Because he's got so many fights under his belt. Mm-hmm. And then to see that he's younger than Terrence Crawford is wild to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's true. But this long career, the things you're talking about, 0 through 100. If we're asking you a question about the scale of life, where do you feel like you're at? Because if I said 1 to 10, it's 0 simple. To 100. Out of 0 to 100, where do you feel like you're at in the scale of life right now?
like a 10. Like a 10.
With everything you accomplished.
Yeah, like a 10. I think I got a lot more belts to get, a lot more millions to get, a lot more like just, I want to control like the chessboard. I feel like I'm still like.
What's 100 for you then?
Canelo, Terrence Crawford, Tank. When I'm like, they need me, I don't need them. Like Eddie can't. Like you said, Eddie said what he said. Like he gonna be like, nah, I love Richardson. He's a jackass, but I love him. Like I think you feel me. Like I want Eddie to be like, he changed my life. So I think it's just about getting there.
Jeez. Well, I'm excited to see what you got coming up. I appreciate you like a motherfucker for pulling up.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay out here in Miami. And anytime you're back out here, let's get it. When you get your next fight, we're gonna pull up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Orlando, sign us out, my boy.
That was dope.